pretty early right now, but today I was ready. Right when I woke up, I was like, let me get some breakfast real quick. Let's make this tutorial. I want to focus this tutorial on making like dark R&B trap melodies. All right, so instead of using keyscape today, we're going to use a different piano. We're going to be using this piano, which I use in a couple of my other tutorials. I did mess with the tonal shift right here. I put it over a little bit to the right so we get like a darker piano. I brought up the reverb and the delay a little bit. And then inside of the actual reverb, right over here, I brought up the size a small amount. And then inside effects, I turned on stereo image and widen it out just a little bit. And now this is what the piano sounds like compared to the tonal shift like over here. You definitely want to start off with a nice dark piano, lots of reverb to obviously set the tone of what we're going to do with this. So the next thing we need to do is choose a key. So I'm going to go in here. I want to work in a minor. So I already have minor selected right here. And we're in C, but let's move it over. Let's go to like D sharp. And we're at about 120. We're kind of going to go for more of like a R&B type of feel. Not too slow, not too fast. But I'm going to go ahead and start on the 1 chord. So I'm going to go on the D sharp right here. Then we'll skip every other note of the scale like this. Make this bigger so you can see it. And then let's add the 7. So we have the 1, 3, 5, and 7. So we have a 7th chord right here. But the first thing we got to do is make this sound a little bit more real. So for the bass note, I'm going to go ahead and bring that down a little bit. I'm just going to hold Alt like this. Let's bring this 3rd note down. And then the top note, I definitely want to have lower. So what's going to happen now is that top note won't play so loud and it'll kind of tuck back and sound a little bit dark again. So now that we have this first chord built, to make it simple, we're just going to build out the rest of the chords and then we'll do our inversions after. So now let's take this D sharp. So I'm going to click it so we can keep the velocity. So let's go down to B, take this note right here, skip every other note, and that's going to keep our velocities the same like that. Build another 7th chord. Let's hear it. That sounds good. And then let's either go down one more or up. So let's build out another one, skip every other note like this. And let's see what this sounds like. Let's go right here. And then we could go right back up to this. So this would be our chord progression, which could sound good, obviously. But let's see with inversions what we're going to end up doing. So I'm going to let this play out. I'll probably play this chord again. Let's cut right here. And maybe then we'll go up to that chord of B. So let's see, boom, like that. And like this. So now let's see what this sounds like. And then one more thing, Control A, Alt R to randomize. So in their most basic forms of the 7th chords, let's see what this sounds like. That sounds good. I like that. Let's go ahead and take all these root notes and let's drop them down 1 octave. So we could take the 5th or the 7th and drop it down an octave. Let's try the 5th. Let's bring that down 1 octave. I like the 5th better. So let's take the 5th of every one like this and let's drop them down 1 octave like that. So now we're getting inversions of the chord. So the same chord, but we're moving notes around. Let's move this one. That sounds good, but it's too high. So now over here, let's add in a B right here. And then maybe invert. I forgot what we inverted. Let's add in a D sharp. Now it's like a more full chord and it's separated from this one. So it sounds a little bit different and that sounds really good. Now let's add in the root notes again one more time. So let me select them like this and then drag it down like that. And then I'm going to turn these down because on this specific piano, it's like real thumpy down here. So let's go ahead and bring that down like this. And this already sounds good. What I want to do is go somewhere like right here and add in another small chord. So I just did a chop like that with C, which brought up the slice tool. And now let's just add in a chord right here. And let's bring the velocity way down like this and then randomize it. That sounds good. And then I hear like a melody right here. I don't have my MIDI keyboard in front of me right now. So let me see if I could play this out. Something like that. And then bring it down. Go like this. Let's see. Something simple. Let's find out some other notes we could do right here. Maybe we could do like another chord. That sounds really good. Let's hear this real quick. Smooth. Randomize this. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go put arcade on it and find like a vocal. Once I add that, I'll show you what I did. All right, so to kind of show you what it sounds like with some vocals, I added in 2 different vocals. This was the first one, and then I added in the second one, and that gets ran through a little bit of EQ right here, and then a little bit of reverb, and it really tucks this back, makes the vocal sound really big. And then inside of my separated Omnisphere bank right here, I used bass 1, and I have it turned down a little bit, which is just following the root notes right here. And this is just to give you kind of like an idea of what this would sound like. And you would kind of get like that R&B-ish like trap sound where it's not like super soulful, but it's just kind of like a dark R&B trap styled melody with some vocals. It just sounds really good. So let's just hear the full thing now. And by the time this video comes out, I'll have the whole beat ready that you could listen to it. But let's just hear what this would sound like if we pitched it down a little bit. Actually, let's try pitching it up or down. Let's just see. Let's go down by like 1 semitone like this. That already sounds crazy. I can already hear the drums on that. Let's go up by like 3 just to see. I don't know which one I would use. That sounds really good. That's in competition with the lower one. I guess whichever one makes me feel more sad is the one I would go with. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, leave a thumbs up. You guys can follow me on all social medias at Lifestyle Did It. Make sure to hit my site, lifestyledidit.com, for everything else. Other than that, subscribe to your boy, push notifications. Thanks.